Hey Barons, Miss Carp here. Hi. Okay. So, we are doing quotient rule for differentiation. And again, this will have no chain rule attached to it. So I know you guys are probably itching to be like, what's the chain rule? So we're going to have f of x over g of x. And if we want the derivative, we're going to use this format. So f prime of the derivative of the f function times the original g function minus the derivative of the g function times the f function. Please notice this is minus. This is where a lot of students make errors. And then on the denominator, you get g, the original function squared. Okay? Now, again, you can always do these by the definition of the derivative, which might take you a while. So let's get two functions. Let's do 2x squared plus 3 over x minus 1. So we want the derivative of this particular function, right? So this is telling me that my f function is 2x squared plus 3, and my g function is x minus 1. So first floor, ground floor. So we're going to do the derivative of the first floor. And we get 4x, and we're going to do the derivative of the ground floor, which is 1. All right, so now we're going to use this to get the derivative of this entire function. So I got my first floor derivative first, right? So I've got 4x times this one, x minus 1, and then my minus. This is the critical step, right? So I'm going to have my g derivative, which is 1, times 2x squared plus 3 all over. Where's my original? So I've got x minus 1 squared. Now if I noticed that I had x minus 1 and x minus 1 of some sort, which may happen with the chain rule, you could factor that out and it would make combining like terms a little bit easier, but we don't have that. So my derivative is then going to be 4x squared minus 4x minus 2x squared minus 3 by distributing that negative. And we're x minus 1 quantity squared. And now I've got 2x squared minus 4x minus 3 all over x minus 1 squared. So this would be your derivative of this quotient. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go and use an example. And again, pause this. Okay. And let's go use the quotient rule, and our function will be 3x squared minus 2 over x plus 1. Go ahead and pause that. Try it yourself. And now I'm going to work through it. Okay. So my top function, f of x, equals 3x squared minus 2. Its derivative is 6x. The g function is x plus 1, and its derivative is 1. All right, so h prime of x tells me I need my first floor derivative times the ground floor original minus, dangerous. Fractions are dangerous, right? Keep in mind that x can't equal negative 1. Over here, x can't equal 1. I mean, that just wouldn't work. So now we've got g prime, which is 1, and we're going to times that by x plus 1. Sorry, back. 3x squared minus 2. Yeah. And then all of this all over x plus 1, quantity squared. Let's clean this up. H prime of x, I've got 6x squared plus 6x minus 3x squared. This was a minus 2, so now it's a plus 2. All over x plus 1 squared. This equals 3x squared plus 6x plus 2 all over x plus 1 quantity squared. There's our derivative using the quotient rule with no chain rule. All right, Barons, have fun with that.